Bishop, the Managing Director of Forbes Africa.
Thank you very much, Eleni. Yes, we are still at the Monte Casino, live from the red carpet. Now, here's a man who knows a thing or two about telling a good story. Chris Bishop, congratulations, well done.
Thank you very much. I must say it's one of the proudest moments of 30 years in journalism. It's great, everybody's here, there's a lot of big names, there's a lot of excitement around the brands of Forbes Africa, and I think that it bodes well for the future.
All right, well, Chris, the magazine goes on sale from the 1st of October. From the 1st of October, Africa and the rest of the world will be able to see Forbes Africa. The most important question, Chris, is it a good read?
I think so, from start to finish. I mean, we've got something like 70-odd% African content. We've got only the best American content, and we've got a nice piece by Warren Buffett about this Buffett tax. We've got a nice piece about the gold standard, and we've got some great entrepreneurial stories from Africa. And each edition will be getting stuff from all over the continent, on the ground, from people who live in those countries, journalists who work there, who can give us that insight into the entrepreneurial story that only they can give.
Well, I know with that answer, Chris, you probably just answered the question, my next question, and that is, why should people subscribe and to Forbes Africa? Why should people actually go out there and get the magazine?
Well, I think business and entrepreneurism, I think it's one of the rock and roll of Africa. You know, I think it's the story of the moment. We've got emerging markets, there's a lot of interest from around the world, a lot of people doing business. What we're planning to do with this is give people a balanced view, that is the good and the bad, of the entrepreneurial story, so they can make decisions, so they can invest their money, so they can maybe back entrepreneurs, so maybe they can put out exactly what they want to into their business portfolios. And I think that we're giving them that kind of coverage that they can make those decisions.
Well, Chris, Forbes magazine is synonymous with the list. Everybody wants to know who's got the kaching, the paper, the dollar, and of course this Forbes Africa will be no different. How are you going to come up with those lists?
Well, we do it scientifically. These are not lists that we come out with just, you know, sort of on a slow Wednesday afternoon. We actually research it properly. We nominate people, then we start sifting. We weigh up their personal wealth, we weigh up their net worth, that is debt against their assets. We also look at their Twitter, Facebook followers, how many appearances in the newspapers, how many appearances on TV. So we've got a genuine scientific look at what's. And the first list we're going to have is the 20 most influential women in Africa, which I think will be a great read. There's a lot of people arguing and debating.
No sneak peeks for that list at the moment, or people are going to wait until the magazine is out?
Well, it'll be very shortly, it'll be launched, and people keep asking me who's number one. And all I can say is, if you look to a woman in Liberia, maybes, you might find the answer.
So on the red carpet, we got a scoop from Chris Bishop, a man who knows all about telling a good story. You can follow Forbes Africa on Twitter @ForbesAfrica and find out what's happening. It's back to you, Eleni, in the studio.
Thanks very much for that, Lionel. We're going to a very short break. After the break, we continue with our coverage of the launch of Forbes Africa magazine happening live at Monte Casino right here in Johannesburg.